If you enjoy the luxurious life, which is the joy in life, then you're in the right place. At Eternal Women, we educate about all things lifestyle. We're multifaceted because women and girls are multifaceted. Welcome, friends. So let's start our process. Here are the nail tips that we'll be using. I always do a set and a half. All of the supplies as far as building nails and painting nails and any type of artwork, including stencils and stones, and these larger stones and these stones. And we have the icicles laid out as well. Okay, so let's flip this over. Grab our Beetles Builder Gel. So thick. And then brush the underside with the Builder Gel. Being careful of the nail stand. I'm going to take some of that off, spread it a little bit. And then take the icicle and place it on the gel. Have my toothpick already handy and just squish it to make the icicle design. And then cure that. And we're going to repeat the process for all 3 nails that are going to be icicles on each hand. Making sure to really get in there all the way down to the base of where we put the gel. Now let's pull this from the lamp and see if it's dry. Already you can see how cool, look how freaking cool that is. And then just pull it apart. Oh, got a little sticky, and you can just clip that. Make sure when you do these, you account for where the nail is going to be. So you need enough space to be able to see the design, but also to fit your nail under the design, or as far into the design as you'd like it to, as you'd like to see the design. But you need to be able to make sure it can still fit the nail on the tip along with the design. If you have any hanging over, you can just file it. See, it shapes right up. This one is such a pretty blue. I wanted it like the sky because it's inspired by iciness and the cold weather, which we are still in. So I'm gonna do one coat and cure and then another coat and cure, and I'll do that on both thumbnails. Just make sure it's as smooth as possible. We have our stencils here to make sure that we've created the crispiest French outline possible. And then I'll go in with my 6 again and do this half of the nail. Because it's a stencil, you can paint pretty liberally over the stencil, so it's okay to go outside the lines. And that's actually a way to make sure that it is crisp. So you can get right in there in that groove with the polish. so that there are no gaps. And then just double checking and then cure. Then for the pinky, I have my brush here, but first I'm gonna do the bottom portion as crisp as possible and then fade it in to the icicle. Then I'm gonna take the brush and just kind of fade the polish into the icicle. And voila. Now top coat this entire nail and the top and bottom of this nail, because you don't want scratches and bending of the tips, because you want the tips to be as strong as possible and to be able to withstand hitting all kinds of activities. Plus you want the shine and brilliance of the icicle to come out. Look how different that looks. This is the top coat, this is without. This one is much shinier, much more of an icicle effect. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Modelones 22 and do the bottom portion of this icicle nail with that, and the entire nail of this with it. Applying the glitter creates a really cool effect that just says cold weather and bling. More of the bling, I guess, is what I'm going for. Look at how cool that looks. It looks as though it fades right into that icicle so easily. I'm gonna put just a little bit more because I want a popping hollow effect. And then we'll cure that, and then we'll do 2 coats of the glitter and a top coat and cure between each coat. I want to do something different, and I'm going to do my outline first. So let's just trace the word icy. I see why. We'll wait for that to dry and then go on with the stones. And I've got my new picker-upper tool that has the dotter at the end. I'm so excited to use this because I've always wanted one. And I've got my stones ready. Initially I was gonna do this size or this size, but I think I'm actually gonna do that one because this is pretty thick. So I'm gonna move this a little bit out of the way, closing it to make sure none of the stones fall out. And then I'm just going to create the smallest glue dot so I don't have any overflow. Because I want these to be very precise. This picks up so well. I'm so glad I got it. And then I'm just gonna stone the entire design. Next, I have my square cut stones that look like ice cubes to me. And then I'm going to just glue those, but I want it to look like the ice is falling, like it would fall out of an ice tray. Whoops, or out of my picker-upper like it just did. And then just glue that right on there to create that effect. And do a 3D design. So I don't want them to look too perfect, because that's not how ice is. It's individualistic. And that is amazing, and I love it so much. I want to create a snow-like effect on this nail. So So I'm going to center this stone and then go in with these smaller stones scattered throughout the base of the nail. So it'll look like icicle on top and then a snowfall at the bottom. It's really hard to see this with the hollow glitter. I guess she wants to be off center. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so let's try that again. Dead center. I'm so glad I bought this tool. I don't know what to do. There we go. All right, and then I'm just gonna dot it out. I'm gonna go one by one because it's really hard for me to see. I'm vision impaired. My glasses have glasses. No, really. Oh, this looks beautiful. Oh, I'm so amazed at how gorgeous this is. Where did I put it? There, I hope. That's pretty close together. Let's put one right there. Right there. But not going over the edge. Come on, drop down. And then I'm just gonna continue. The struggle to pick this up is real.